Dear children, we have learned to create series. Now let us see how to access the values in series. For that we have a series 2. Its name is series 2. It is the variable for storing the created series. So series 2 is equal to pd dot series. In that the values are, the data is a list 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Then its corresponding index is equal to a, b, c, d, e. So to retrieve a value corresponding to the index, we have to write as the variable name, series name, inside the square bracket the index. So here we have written like this, series, then in square bracket the index. The index given is d. So the value corresponding to index d is 40. That is, it is the fourth value, 10, 20, 30, 40. So the fourth value is 40. So series 2 in square brackets d will retrieve the value corresponding to the index d, that is value 40. Then if we want to retrieve multiple values, here we have retrieved only a single value. If we want to retrieve multiple values, we can use multiple values as a list. So inside the series function, we can provide, this is not the function, this is the series name. In that square brackets, we have to give the list of which all indexes we have to retrieve, data corresponding to which all indexes we have to retrieve. So name of the series, that is series 2, inside the square bracket again a list containing the indices for which we have to retrieve the data. So here we have given A, C and E. So when the output is the indices A, C and E and its corresponding value, that is A is pointing to 10, then C is pointing to 30 and E is pointing to 50. So the indices and its corresponding value are retrieved. So to access a single or multiple values based on index, we have to write the series name, then in square brackets we have to provide the index. If we want to retrieve multiple values, then the multiple indices have to be provided as a list inside the series. Next, to perform indexing, slicing, accessing data from series. So let us see how to perform slicing on data. It is same as that of our array slicing. So since series is a one-dimensional data set, we can do slicing easily as in our one-dimensional array, slicing in one-dimensional array. So for that, first import pandas as pd series 2. It is the name of the series. Series 2 is equal to pd dot series, our data, that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, that is the list. Then comma index equal to a, b, c, d, e. It is the index value of the data. So if we write series 2 of 0, then it will print the index of value at the 0th position. Here index equal to a, b, c, d, e is the name given to the index. Actually it is not the index value, it is just a name given to the index. So if we write series 2 in square bracket 0, then in series 2 the value at 0th position will be retrieved. So you can see in the 0th position it is 10, it is retrieved. Then we have a slice series 2 of, in square brackets, start, colon, two parameters are there for slicing. First parameter is the starting position and the second parameter is the stop position. So here in this second case only stop parameter is given 3. Stop parameter given is 3. So what happens is it defaultly takes the start as 0 and stop as 3 minus 1, that is 2. So it takes first 3 values, that is at index 0, at index 1 and at index 2. First 3 values from the list. So the values are 10, 20 and 30. So it returns a series with the first 3 elements of the series. So the slicing returns a slice also will be a series. So slicing returns a series with first 3 elements of the series. So you can see here in the series the indexes A, B, C are given. Then its corresponding value 10, 20 and 30 is given. Consider the next slice, series 2 in square brackets minus 3 colon, and in the start position is given but the ending position is not given. Since it is minus 3, it will consider from the reverse order. So it will take the last three values of the list. If it is minus 3, it will take the last 3 values of the series. If it is minus 2, it will take the last 2 values. So you all know minus indexing starts from minus 1, the position at minus 1 position 50, at minus 2 40, at minus 3 30. So the starting position is minus 3 and from minus 3 3 values will be taken. Since stop is not given, from minus 3 to the end of the list. If stop is not given, then the whole value of in that list from starting to the whole end of till end of the list will be considered. So from minus 3 to the end of the list. So end of the list has values from 30, 40 and 50. That is the last 3 values will be considered. Last 3 values will be considered. So the output is a series with its indices C, D, E and its corresponding values 30, 40 and 50. Slicing is same as that of the slicing in a one-dimensional array. Then indexing and accessing based on ILOC and LOC. Indexing and accessing based on ILOC and LOC. So ILOC is used for indexing or selecting based on position, and LOC is used for indexing or selection based on name. That is, for each data in a series it has a index value, but here you can see index equal to ABC. It is the name we have given for each index. So we have given names for index 0 as A and for index 1 as B, index 2 as C and index 3 as D and index 4 as E. So it is the name given for each index. So we can perform slicing and accessing data in the series based on either the index value or the name given to index. For that, we are using ILOC and LOC. So let us see how we can use this ILOC and LOC. For that, first we import pandas as PD. Then S is the series. S equal to PD dot series in bracket our data, that is a list 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Then index A, B, C, D, E. Then we are performing slicing based on the index value. So S dot ILOC in square bracket 1 colon 4, that is slicing is performed from 1 to 4 minus 1, that is 3. So it will create a series with index values from 1 to 3. So the output is the index values from 1, the index value corresponding to index 1 is 20, index 2 is 30 and value corresponding to index 3 is 40. Here we have taken the slice from 1 colon 4, that is starting position is 1 and ending position is 4, that is we will take the slice from 1 to 4 minus 1, that is 1 to 3. So all the data from the position 1 to 3 will be selected. So the index B, C, D and its corresponding values 20, 30 and 40 is selected. So let us see how LOC works. For that, S dot LOC in square bracket we have given two index names, that is B and E, B colon E. Here, unlike 1 colon 4, in that 1 to 4 minus 1 is taken. But in case of B to E, here all the values from B to E are selected in location. Based on LOC, all the values specified in the slice are selected. That is B and its corresponding value, index C and its corresponding value, index D and its corresponding value, index E and its corresponding value are selected. Here we are not performing B to E minus 1. Here all the 4 values are selected. Okay. So this is how indexing and accessing, that is slicing, is performed on basis of ILOC and LOC. Now to create a series from scalar or constant values. So here we have given a list for creating a series 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we can create a series from scalar values, that is from constants. So here we are going to create a series using a constant value. For that, first import pandas as PD, then create a series S. S is equal to PD dot series. In series function, S should be always capital, otherwise it will produce error. S is equal to PD dot series, in bracket we are giving a scalar or a constant value 55, comma, index equal to A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E are strings, so it is enclosed in single quotes. Then if we print S, the series, you can see the index values A, B, C, D, E and its corresponding value is 55. That is, a series is created with a constant value, that is 55, and its data type is integer. So we can create a series by using a constant or a scalar value. Next example is, we have created a series with index as integers. So S is equal to PD dot series 55, the same value is given, comma, index equal to 1, 2, 3. So if we print the series S, then you can see the index value is 1, 2, 3 and its corresponding data is 55. 55 is repeated 3 times. For each of the index value, the data given is 55. Now, give any index position. Then you can see the output is S is equal to PD dot series 55 and we didn't give any index position. And if we print the series S, then here I am doing this in interpreter mode. So the output is shown then itself. So try doing in interpreter mode itself. So if we print S, no need of, in interpreter mode, no need of writing print in bracket S. If we type S itself, it will reproduce the output. So if we print S, you can see only an index 0 is given because 55 is printed only one time. In series, only one element is there. It is at index 0. Okay. So we can create a series using scalar values or constants. Now, to create a series from scalar or constant values, index using range function. And here we have given the index directly. But here we are creating an index using range function. For that, same thing, import pandas as PD, then creating a series S is equal to PD dot series, our scalar value, that is 55. Any value we can give. 55, comma, index we are creating using range function. So index is equal to range of 0 to 3. So what are the parameters of this range function? It is start, stop and step. Here only two parameters are there. So it is start and stop. If only one parameter is there in the range function, then it is the stop. Here two parameters are there. So it is start and stop. So you can see in the range function, the two parameters are 0 and 3. So it will generate the values from 0 to 3 minus 1, that is 0 to 2. So the index values are 0, 1 and 2. So it will print the values with index 0, 1 and 2 and its values are, data is 55 only because we have given a constant 55 instead of for data. In place of data, we have given the constant 55. So 55 will be given for each of the index. Its data type is integer. Next, here in the same range function, we have given another parameter also, step. So in range function, three parameters are given, start, stop and step. So if we print this series, you can see this indexes or indices created are from 0 to 8 minus 1, that is 0 to 8 minus 1, that is 0 to 7. We take the values. In that, the distance between two values is 2 units. So after 0, the next one will be 2. Then the next one will be 4. Then 6. And here the stop position is 8. That is, we will consider the values from 0 to 7 only. So the range function will generate the values 0, 2, 4 and 6. So for each index value, the same value of data will be given, that is 0. For 0th index also 55, for index 2 55, for index 4 also 55 and for index 6 also 55. So we can create a series or using scalar or constant values, and we can generate the index value using a range function. Next is to create a series with string as index. We know that we can create a series with string as the index. let us see how to create a series with string as the index. For that, import pandas as pd. Then s is equal to pd dot series. In series function, s should be always capital. Series, then bracket open. In that, we are giving the data as a string, which is welcome. Then comma, index equal to, in square bracket, it is given as a list, Arun, Jaya, Meena. Then if we print the series S, see the index Arun, Jaya, Meena are given and its corresponding data, which is a string welcome. Since only one string is given, the data, the string is repeated for every index. It is given for every index. So the series contains the index value Arun. The data corresponding to Arun is welcome. And the next index is Jaya. Its data corresponding to Jaya is welcome. Then the next index is Meena. The data corresponding to Meena is also welcome. So we can create a series with index as string. Next, to create a series with range function and for loop. So we have created a index with range function. Now we are creating a data with the range function. You can see in data, instead of data, we have used here range function. And for creating the index, we are using a for loop. So for that, first import pandas as pd. Then create a series. S is equal to pd dot series, bracket open. In that, range function, the parameters given are start, stop and step. So for start it is 1, stop 15 and step is 3. So the range function will generate values from 1 to 15 minus 1, that is 1 to 14, and the distance between each value will be 3. So after 1, the next value will be 1 plus 3, that is 4. Then the next value will be 4 plus 3, 7. Likewise. And the index is equal to, in square bracket, x, for x in ABCD. That is, it for x in ABCD means the value of x is the first value in the first character in the string ABCD. The x will have the value as the first character in the ABCD. The for loop will iterate until how many characters are there in the string. So the for loop will iterate 5 times because there are 5 characters in the string. So for each character, the corresponding value is also created. So series is created with the corresponding data and its corresponding index. Data is created using range function and index is created using for loop. So if we print S, you can see the index created are A, B, C, D, E and its corresponding data is created using range function, that is 1, 4, 7, 10 and 13. It is created using range function with start as 1, stop 15 and step is equal to 3. So we can create a series with range function and an index using for loop also. Next is creating a series using toList. So here we are going to create a series using toList. So one list we can use for the data and the other list we can use for the index. So here we are given with toList. For that, first we import pandas as pd. Then a list, month is equal to Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June. These all are strings, so it is enclosed in single quotes. Then another list, number of days, num days is equal to the number of days in each month. So in January 31, February 28, March 31, April 30, May 31 and June 30. Then we have created a series S is equal to PD dot series in bracket a list. Here we can use any of the list for index and any of the list for data. So here I have used number of days as the index and number of days as the data and index equal to months, which is a list. So here we have used two lists. Number of days is a list containing the number of days in each month, and months is a list containing the name of each month. So if we print this first series, then you can see in the index position the name of the month is there, and in the corresponding data the number of days in the corresponding month is given. So if instead of that, if we have written in place of data, if we have given, consider the second output. In that we have given series S is equal to PD dot series in bracket months comma index equal to number of days. Here we have replaced the data with months and the index with number of days. Then also the new series produced has the index as the number of days and the series as the number of as the name of the months. So this is how we can create series using two lists. One list can be used the index and the other list can be used as the data. So it is convenient to use the months as the index like in the first one, because there is a chance, because a few months have the same number of days. Then if we retrieve the number of months using the index number of days using the index value, then there is a chance for error in case of second case. So it is convenient to use the first case when we are using two lists. Then creating a series using missing values. So we can create series using missing values. In certain situations, we need to create a series with size is defined, but some elements or data are missing. We have to create a series with defined size, but some elements we would not be able to add. In such situations, we can create a series using missing values. We know that the size of a series cannot be changed once created. So if we need to create a series and one value is some doubtful, or we have to add it later on, in such cases we can create a series using missing values also. For that, first we import our pandas library. Then we have to import our NumPy library also, because we are using a functionality provided by the NumPy library. So to handle this, we are using a nan, that is a not a number value, a nan value. You can see here a nan value that is provided by NumPy. So we are using it as np.nan. So which is an attribute of the NumPy library, and this can be achieved by defining a missing value using np.nan. So if we in place of that missing value, we have to place np.nan. So we can replace it in the future, change the value in that place in the future. So we can create a series as s is equal to pd dot series, then in parenthesis a list, square bracket 11 comma 32 comma 53, and there is a missing value np.nan comma 54. So if we print the series, you can see in the third index value there is a value called nan, that is not a number, which is an attribute of numpy. So if we want to create a series whose value is to be added in the future, then we can use the attribute provided by numpy, that is nan. With that attribute, we can create a series with missing values. Next is create a series from dictionary. We all know that dictionary and series are similar in a manner, but series is ordered and dictionary is unordered data set. So for creating a series from dictionary, first import pandas as pd, then create a series s equal to pd dot series, then in bracket provide the parameter data as a dictionary. So no need of a particular index, because in dictionary there is a key and a value pair, so we don't need to provide the index. So in dictionary, each key pair will be taken as the index and its corresponding value will be taken as the data. So you can see in this dictionary, Jan colon 31 is the first key value, then Feb is the key and its corresponding value is 28, March is the key and its corresponding value is 31, April is the key and its corresponding value is 30, May is the key and its corresponding value is 31, June is the key and its corresponding value is 30. So we have a dictionary with these key value pairs, and if we create a series using this dictionary, then the output will be a like this. In the place of index, the values will be Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, and in place of data, the values are the number of days in each month. So Jan is pointing to 31 and Feb corresponds to 28, March points to 31, April points to 30, May points to 31, and June points to 30. So we can create a series from a dictionary. Then giving names to series and its index. So we can give names to series. Let us see how can we give the names to series and its index. First we import the pandas as pd, then s is equal to creating a pandas, a series from dictionary. So we have created a series from dictionary, s is equal to pd dot series, then in bracket our dictionary containing the name of the month and the countries in each month. So we are giving the series a name, that is our series is S. We have created the series S, so we are giving the series name as days in month. So we are giving the series our series a name, that is days in month. So that can be given as series dot name. Here our series name is S, so we can name it as S dot name equal to, in single quotes, days in month. Then here we can give the index also names. You can see here the index is also again given a name called month. So we can give the index name as s dot index dot name. That is, s is the name of the series, then index, s dot index means the index of the series s dot name. Its name is given as equal to, in single quotes, month. So when we run the output, when we print the series, you can see a name given, index name is given month. It will be printed on the top of the index, and the name of the series is given in the bottom. Name equal to days in month, and its data type is integer 64. So we can give names to series, and we can give names to index also. By using series dot name, we can give name to series, and by using series dot index dot name, we can give names to index also. Now we can create a series using mathematical expressions and functions. So all the mathematical expressions like arithmetic expressions or can be used to create series. So consider the first one. Import pandas as PD. Import numpy as NP, because we are creating an array, one dimensional array with values 1 to 5, that is 1 to 5 minus 1, that is 1 to 4. So A is an array with values 1, 2, 3, 4. Because A is equal to NP dot arrange 1 to 4. This arrange and range are same, but arrange creates a array and range function creates a list. So here we are creating an array. A is equal to NP dot arrange 1 to 1 comma 5. 1 is the start, 5 is the stop. So 1 to 5 minus 1, that is, so A is an array with values from 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we are creating a series. S is equal to PD dot series, in bracket data is equal to A into 2 comma index is equal to A. So here we have index is equal to A, that is index is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and creating a data, that is array A into 2. So A is equal to, data is equal to index value into 2. So first value will be 1 into 2, that is 2. Then the second data value will be 2 into 2, 4. Then the third one will be 3 into 2, 6. Then 4 into 2, 8. So the data value can be created by multiplying the index value with 2. So this is an example of how mathematical expression can be used in a series, used to create a series. Now let us consider another example to create a series. First, import pandas as PD, then import numpy as NP. Here we are importing numpy because we are using the arrange function. So we are importing the numpy. So A is equal to NP dot arrange 1 comma 5. So here the arrange function will create an array with values from 1 to 5 minus 1, that is 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will be the values in that array, one dimensional array. Then arrange function will always create a one dimensional array. Then S is equal to PD dot series. We are creating a series S. S is equal to PD dot series. Data is equal to A raised to 2. A star star 2 means A raised to A to the power of 2. A square comma index equal to A. So here the index value is A. A is an array with values from 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, the index value, and its corresponding data is a square of that index. So a square, you can see in the data is equal to a star star 2, that is a square. So 1 square is 1, then 2, the data corresponding to index 2 is 2 square, that is 4. The data corresponding to index 3 is 3 square, that is 9. The data corresponding to index 4 is 4 square, that is 16. So we can create a series using mathematical expressions and functions. So children, all of you do all these programs in your either in your laptop or in your mobile phone. Okay children, thank you.